$4. That was all Maya Chen had clutched in her trembling hand as she stared through the frosted glass of Sweet Moments Bakery in downtown Portland. Her breath formed small clouds in the December air, and inside her wheelchair she felt smaller than ever. 23 years old today, and she couldn't even afford the dignity of celebrating alone. The bakery smelled like vanilla and cinnamon, scents that reminded her of a life that felt like someone else's memory now. Through the window she could see the smallest cake on the bottom shelf. A simple lemon cake with white buttercream, perfectly sized for one person drowning in solitude. The price tag read $6.50. Maya had been counting coins for 3 weeks, hiding them in an old jewelry box her mother had given her before the accident. Before everything changed. Before her promising career as a ballet instructor vanished in one terrible moment of screeching tires and shattered glass. She'd once been graceful, teaching young dancers at the Portland Academy of Arts. Her students called her Miss Maya, and she'd built her entire world around movement, around the freedom of the human body defying gravity. Then came the collision that stole her legs, her livelihood, and seemingly her future. The wind picked up, biting through her thin jacket, the only winter coat she owned anymore. Most of her belongings had been sold to cover the mountain of medical bills that kept growing like some monster she couldn't escape. Her insurance had covered the basics, but the basics didn't include a life worth living. Maya wheeled herself to the bakery door, her heart pounding with the humiliation of what she was about to do. Inside, the warmth wrapped around her like a hug she desperately needed but didn't deserve. "Can I help you?" The clerk, a middle-aged woman with kind eyes, looked down at Maya with that expression she'd come to recognize, pity mixed with discomfort. "The lemon cake," Maya whispered, her voice barely audible. "How much would you take for $4? The clerk's face softened in a way that made Maya want to disappear. Before she could respond, the bell above the door chimed, and the afternoon light flooded in along with voices, a man's deep laugh and a child's bright giggling. Nathan Rodriguez wasn't thinking about fate when he walked into Sweet Moments with his 7-year-old daughter Lily. He was thinking about how Lily had won her school's kindness award and how she'd asked for something special to celebrate. He was thinking about quarterly reports due next week for his security consulting firm. He was thinking about everything except the young woman in the wheelchair who looked like she was trying to become invisible. But Lily noticed. At 7 years old, Lily Rodriguez had her late mother's instincts for pain. She'd lost her mother, Rebecca, 3 years ago to sudden cardiac arrest. No warning, no goodbye, just a normal Tuesday morning that became the day their world ended. Since then, Lily had developed an almost supernatural ability to spot sadness in others. "Daddy," Lily tugged his sleeve, her voice dropping to what she considered a whisper but was really just slightly quieter talking. "That lady looks sad. Is it because she's in a wheelchair? My friend Jackson has one and he's super happy." Nathan glanced over and caught Maya's profile, the set of her jaw, the way she was gripping her purse like a lifeline, the 4 crumpled dollar bills visible in her hand. Recognition flickered in his mind, but he couldn't place it. "Lily, we don't stare," he said gently, but his daughter was already moving. "Hi." Lily appeared beside Maya's wheelchair with zero sense of personal boundaries. "I'm Lily. Today I won the Kindness Award at school for helping Mrs. Patterson organize the supply closet. What's your name?" Maya blinked, caught off guard by the child's directness. "Maya," she managed. "That's pretty. Like the Mayans, we learned about them in social studies. They built pyramids. Did you know that?" Lily bounced on her toes. "Why do you look sad? Is it your birthday? You have that same look my daddy gets on his birthday because it makes him think about mommy." "Lily." Nathan arrived, his hand gentle on his daughter's shoulder. "I apologize. She hasn't quite mastered social boundaries." "It's okay," Maya said and found she meant it. There was something refreshing about the child's honesty. "And yes, actually, it is my birthday." Lily's eyes went wide. "And you're here alone? That's against birthday rules. Daddy, we have to fix this. It's an emergency." Nathan looked at Maya properly then and something in his chest shifted. She was beautiful, but that wasn't what stopped him. It was the familiar shadow in her eyes, the look of someone who'd lost pieces of themselves and was trying to figure out how to exist in the aftermath. "Is that true?" he asked softly, crouching down to her eye level. "It's your birthday?" Maya nodded, suddenly unable to speak around the lump in her throat. This stranger was treating her like a person, not a problem. He wasn't standing over her, forcing her to look up. He'd made himself eye level as if they were equals. "The lemon cake," Nathan said to the clerk, standing up. "And whatever else this birthday girl wants. It's on me." "I can't," Maya started. "You can," Lily interrupted firmly. Because it's your birthday and there are rules. You need cake and you need people. We can be your people. Right, Daddy? Nathan smiled, and Maya saw grief and warmth war in his expression. Right. Consider us your temporary birthday committee. The next hour unfolded like a dream Maya was afraid to wake from. They sat at a small table by the window, snow beginning to fall outside, while Lily orchestrated the celebration with the authority of a seasoned party planner. She insisted on birthday candles, 3 of them because wishes need backup options, and made everyone in the bakery sing along. Make a wish. Lily commanded as Maya leaned toward the flickering flames. Maya closed her eyes. Please, she thought, let this not be the only moment of light in my darkness this year. She blew out the candles and Lily cheered like Maya had just won the Olympics. What did you wish for? Lily asked, then immediately covered her mouth. Wait. You can't tell or the wish magic won't work. That's rule number 17. How many rules are there? Maya asked, smiling despite herself. So many. I keep a list at home in my special notebook. The one Daddy gave me after Mommy went to heaven so I could write her letters. The casual mention of death shifted something in the air. Maya looked at Nathan, seeing new layers. A single father carrying his own grief, doing his best to raise a daughter who'd lost too much too young. I'm sorry, Maya said quietly. 3 years ago, Nathan said simply. Rebecca. She was healthy one morning, gone by afternoon. Massive cardiac arrest. The doctor said nothing could have been done, but that doesn't make it easier. My parents died when I was 9, Maya offered. Car accident. My aunt raised me after that, but she passed away last year. Right after my accident. That's why you're alone today, Nathan said, understanding dawning. Maya nodded, unable to speak through the tightness in her throat. Lily reached across the table and grabbed Maya's hand with startling confidence. You're not alone now. You have us. We're your birthday people. And maybe tomorrow people too if you want. Something shifted in that moment, something neither adult was quite ready to acknowledge. Nathan found himself studying Maya's expressions, the way she lit up when talking to Lily, the careful way she held herself as if bracing for disappointment. What did you do before? He asked. Before the accident? I was a ballet instructor, Maya said, and her voice carried the weight of lost dreams. I lived in movement. I taught children how to find freedom in their bodies. The accident didn't just take my legs, it took my identity. But you can still teach, Lily said matter-of-factly. Jackson's mom teaches swimming and she only has one arm. She says bodies are just vehicles. It's the heart that teaches. Maya felt tears burning behind her eyes. Your daughter is very wise. She gets that from her mother, Nathan said softly. They talked until the bakery began closing, about loss and loneliness, about learning to breathe after grief tries to drown you. When it was time to leave, Nathan hesitated. Can I give you my number? He asked. Lily's been asking about ballet lessons. And I think maybe we all need something to look forward to. Maya took his card with shaking hands. I teach online now. But I don't have much to offer. You have everything to offer, Nathan said firmly. Don't let your losses define your worth. That night, in her tiny studio apartment, Maya sat in the darkness with her slice of birthday cake and Nathan's business card. For the first time in 2 years, she didn't feel like she was just surviving. She felt like she might be on the edge of actually living again. Her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Lily wanted to make sure you got home safely. She's already planning your next birthday. Apparently, there will be balloons. Mandatory. Nathan. Maya smiled, truly smiled, and typed back, tell her I look forward to learning all the birthday rules. She didn't know it then, but that $4 birthday cake would become the beginning of everything. Within months, Nathan and Lily would become her family. Within a year, she'd be teaching ballet to children with disabilities, proving that grace has nothing to do with legs and everything to do with heart. But on that December night, sitting alone in her wheelchair with cake crumbs on her lap and hope flickering in her chest, Maya made a promise to herself. She would never again measure her worth by what she'd lost. She would measure it by what she still had to give. And sometimes, the most valuable things start with $4 and the courage to walk into a bakery on your birthday, alone but not defeated, broken but not finished. Because as Lily would later write in her college essay, my second mother taught me that miracles don't look like magic. They look like kind strangers who choose to see you when the world wants you invisible. The snow continued falling outside Maya's window that night, blanketing Portland in white, covering old scars with the promise of new beginnings. And somewhere across town, a little girl named Lily was adding to her notebook of rules. Rule number 47. Birthday cake shared with new friends tastes like hope. She wasn't wrong.